In the heart of the desert, the sun hung low, casting long, eerie shadows across the dunes. Dr. Paul Johnson, a renowned nuclear physicist, wiped the sweat from his brow as he led his team of scientists deeper into the cave system. The air was thick with tension and the scent of damp earth. Paul had spent years studying the effects of radiation, driven by a personal tragedy that had claimed his family in a nuclear accident. This mission was more than professional. It was a quest for redemption. Dr. Johnson, the readings are off the charts, called out Dr. Sophie Laurent, her voice echoing through the cavern. She held up her gauger counter, the device crackling with intensity. Sophie was a young prodigy, her passion for chemistry evident in her every action. She had joined Paul's team straight out of graduate school, eager to make a name for herself in the scientific community. Her father, a respected chemist, had always pushed her to excel, and she was determined to prove herself. Paul approached her, his boots crunching on the rocky ground. "Let me see that." He took the Geiger counter and examined the readings. His heart pounded in his chest. This can't be right. The levels of radiation are unprecedented. As they ventured further into the cave, the walls began to glow with an unnatural green hue. The team's flashlights flickered, casting ghostly shadows on the walls. Suddenly, Dr. Raj Patel, the team's geologist, called out from the back of the group. Raj was a seasoned explorer, his knowledge of desert ecosystems unparalleled. He had spent years traversing the world's most inhospitable environments, and his keen observational skills had saved countless expeditions from disaster. His wife and children were his driving force, their faces etched in his mind as he ventured into the unknown. "Paul, you need to see this." Paul made his way to Raj, who was crouched near a small pool of glowing liquid. The water shimmered with an otherworldly light, and something moved beneath the surface. Paul's stomach churned as he realized what he was looking at. "Is that a camel spider?" Sophie whispered, her voice trembling. The creature was unlike anything they had ever seen. Its body was bloated and pulsating, its legs long and spindly. It drank from the radioactive pool, its exoskeleton absorbing the toxic liquid. Paul's mind raced. "We need to document this. Sophie, get the camera. Raj, start taking samples of the water. We need to understand what we're dealing with." As the team sprang into action, Paul couldn't shake the feeling of dread that washed over him. Something was terribly wrong, and he feared that their discovery would have consequences far beyond anything they could imagine. Over the next few days, the team worked tirelessly to study the creature and the radioactive pool. They set up a makeshift lab in the cave, their equipment humming softly in the dim light. Paul spent countless hours observing the camel spider, his notebook filled with sketches and observations. He couldn't help but feel a sense of responsibility for his team's safety, and the weight of their discovery bore heavily on his shoulders. But as they watched, the creature began to change. Its body grew larger, its exoskeleton thickening and darkening. The once small camel spider now loomed over them, its eyes glowing with an eerie intelligence. "We need to get out of here," Paul said, his voice urgent. "This thing is mutating, and it's not safe for us to stay." The team packed up their equipment, their movements hurried and frantic. But as they turned to leave, they realized that the creature had blocked their exit. Its massive form cast a shadow over them, its legs clicking ominously on the rocky ground. Paul's heart pounded in his chest as he faced the creature. He knew that they were in grave danger, and that their discovery had unleashed something far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. Back in Halford, Paul stood in the high-tech laboratory surrounded by state-of-the-art equipment. The city's skyline stretched out behind the floor-to-ceiling windows, a stark contrast to the desolation of the desert they had left behind. He knew that what they had witnessed in the cave was a threat unlike any other, and he needed the best minds to help him stop it. Paul began making calls, assembling a team of experts from various fields. First, he contacted Dr. Elena Martinez, a brilliant biologist known for her work in genetic mutations. Elena was a force to be reckoned with, her sharp mind and quick thinking making her a formidable scientist. She had a reputation for being tough and uncompromising, but Paul knew that her expertise would be invaluable in understanding the creature's rapid transformation. Elena had lost her sister to a genetic disorder, and her work was driven by a desire to prevent others from suffering the same fate. Next, he reached out to Dr. Raj Patel, the geologist who had accompanied him on the initial expedition. Raj's knowledge of desert ecosystems and his keen observational skills would be crucial in tracking the creature's movements. Captain Marcus Boone, a military liaison with a strong sense of duty, was the third to join the team. Marcus was a decorated soldier, his tactical expertise and leadership honed through years of service. He had seen the horrors of war and was determined to protect his country from any threat, no matter how otherworldly. His family, a wife and 2 young daughters, were his anchor, their love a constant reminder of what he was fighting for. Dr. Ava Sinclair, a nuclear physicist with a reputation for her groundbreaking research, was the 4th member to come on board. Ava was a woman of few words, her understanding of radiation and its effects unparalleled. She had a cold and calculating demeanor, but Paul knew that her expertise would be vital in developing a plan to neutralize the creature. Ava's past was shrouded in mystery, her motivations unclear, but her brilliance was undeniable. Dr. Liam O'Connor, a geneticist with a sharp wit and a kind heart, was the 5th to join. Liam was a rising star in the field of genetic manipulation, his ability to think outside the box making him a valuable asset to any team. He had a reputation for being a bit of a joker, but his dedication to his work was unwavering. Liam's humor was a coping mechanism, a way to deal with the loss of his mentor and friend in a lab accident. Dr. Sophie Laurent, the young and enthusiastic chemist who had accompanied Paul on the initial expedition, was the 6th member of the team. Sophie's knowledge of chemical reactions and her ability to create innovative solutions would be crucial in developing a weapon to stop the creature. Dr. Daniel Kim, a tech genius responsible for creating advanced gadgets, was the 7th to join. Daniel was a whiz kid, his inventions and technological prowess making him a sought-after expert in his field. He had a reputation for being a bit of a loner, but his dedication to his work was unquestionable. Daniel's isolation was self-imposed, a result of a betrayal by a former colleague that had left him wary of trusting others. Finally, Dr. Naomi Carter, a medical doctor with a background in emergency medicine, was the 8th and final member of the team. Naomi was a seasoned professional. Her expertise in medical emergencies and her ability to keep a cool head under pressure, making her an invaluable asset to any team. She had seen the worst of humanity in her years of service, but her dedication to saving lives was unwavering. Naomi's compassion was born from the loss of her brother in a car accident, a tragedy that had driven her to pursue a career in medicine. As the team gathered in the laboratory, Paul addressed them, his voice steady and determined. "We are facing a threat unlike any other. The creature we encountered in the cave is mutating at an alarming rate, and it poses a grave danger to Halford and the world. We need to work together, using our unique skills and expertise to stop it." The team nodded, their faces set with determination. They knew the stakes were high, but they were ready to face the challenge head on. As the team worked on a solution, tensions began to rise. The pressure of their mission weighed heavily on them, and trust began to waver. Dr. Ava Sinclair, who had been acting suspiciously, was often seen whispering into her phone, her conversations hushed and secretive. One evening, as the team gathered to review their progress, Paul noticed Ava slipping out of the room. Curious, he followed her, his heart pounding in his chest. He watched as she made her way to a secluded corner of the laboratory, her phone pressed to her ear. "I have the information you need," Ava said, her voice low and urgent. "The team is developing a weapon, but they are not aware of the full extent of the creature's power. I can give you the data, but you need to act fast." Paul's blood ran cold as he realized the extent of Ava's betrayal. She was working with a mysterious organization, one that sought to exploit the creature's power for their own gain. He knew that he needed to act quickly to protect his team and their mission. Confronting Ava would be dangerous, but Paul knew that he had no choice. He took a deep breath, steeling himself for what lay ahead. The team's unity and trust were at stake, and he was determined to save them, no matter the cost. The team regroups after the revelation of Ava's betrayal. Paul addresses the team, urging them to stay focused on their mission despite the setback. He knows that they need to come together now more than ever, their bond and determination crucial in the face of such a formidable enemy. They begin to develop a plan to create a massive salt bomb, which they believe can neutralize the creature's nuclear energy and kill it. The idea is born out of Sophie's knowledge of chemical reactions and her innovative thinking. She proposes that a massive explosion of salt could disrupt the creature's nuclear energy, rendering it harmless. Each team member contributes their expertise, working tirelessly to gather the necessary materials and design the bomb. Daniel's advanced gadgets are crucial in tracking the creature's movements and coordinating their efforts. Liam's knowledge of genetic manipulation is invaluable in understanding the creature's rapid transformation. Elena's expertise in genetic mutations is essential in developing a plan to neutralize the creature. Marcus's tactical expertise and leadership are crucial in coordinating their efforts and ensuring their safety. Naomi's medical knowledge is vital in ensuring the team's health and well-being. Raj's knowledge of desert ecosystems is crucial in tracking the creature's movements and predicting its behavior. As they work, Paul and Elena grow closer, sharing moments of vulnerability and strength. Elena's tough exterior begins to soften as she opens up to Paul, revealing the pain and loss that have shaped her life. Paul, in turn, shares his own fears and insecurities, his sense of responsibility for his team's safety weighing heavily on his shoulders. Their relationship faces obstacles as the pressure of their work intensifies, but their love for each other only grows stronger. The team notices the change in their dynamic but supports them, understanding the importance of their connection in such trying times. The creature's mutations accelerate, and it begins to move towards Halford, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The team tracks the creature's movements, using Daniel's advanced gadgets to stay one step ahead. They face numerous obstacles and setbacks, but their determination never wavers. The military, led by Captain Marcus Boone, sets up a perimeter around the city, preparing for the creature's arrival. The creature reaches the outskirts of Halford, and the team prepares to execute their plan. They set a trap, luring the creature into a secluded area where they can detonate the salt bomb without causing too much collateral damage. The first encounter with the creature is intense and dangerous, but the team manages to hold their own, using their combined skills and expertise to outmaneuver it. The battle takes its toll, and the team begins to face losses. Sophie is injured in the fight, her quick thinking and innovative solutions crucial in keeping the team safe. But their determination never wavers, and they push forward, driven by their mission to save the world. As the team regroups after the first encounter, they discover the extent of Ava's betrayal. She has been feeding information to a mysterious organization, which now seeks to capture the creature for their own gain. The team realizes that they are not only fighting against the creature, but also against a powerful and ruthless enemy. Paul confronts Ava, but she manages to escape, leaving the team to face the consequences of her actions. The team is left shaken, their trust in each other tested, but their determination to stop the creature and expose the organization is stronger than ever. They know what is at stake, and they are ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. With the organization now involved, the team faces a new set of challenges. They must not only stop the creature, but also outmaneuver their enemies. The team works tirelessly to perfect the salt bomb, knowing that it is their only hope of saving Halford and the world. They face numerous obstacles and setbacks, but their determination never wavers. The stakes are higher than ever, and the pressure is intense. The team's bond is tested, but they find strength in their shared mission and the knowledge that they are fighting for a greater good. The creature, now fully mutated, begins its assault on Halford. The team prepares for their final confrontation, knowing that they have only one chance to stop it. The second encounter is even more intense and dangerous than the first. The creature's power and size have increased, and it is more formidable than ever. The team fights bravely, using their combined skills and expertise to hold their own against the creature. But the battle takes its toll, and they begin to face losses. Raj is injured in the fight, his knowledge of desert ecosystems crucial in tracking the creature's movements and predicting its behavior. But their determination never wavers, and they push forward, driven by their mission to save the world. The team's plan begins to unravel, and they are forced to improvise, their determination and courage driving them forward. As the battle rages on, the team begins to face losses. Each member fights with courage and determination, but the creature's power is overwhelming. In a desperate move, Raj makes the ultimate sacrifice, giving his life to ensure the success of the mission. His heroic act galvanizes the team, and they find the strength to continue. The team honors Raj's memory by pushing forward, their determination renewed as they fight to save Halford and the world. The team regroups and refines their plan, knowing that they have only one chance to stop the creature. They work tirelessly to perfect the salt bomb, using all their combined knowledge and expertise to ensure its success. Each member plays a crucial role, their skills and determination driving them forward. The final plan is set, and the team prepares for their last stand. The team's bond is stronger than ever, their shared experiences and losses forging an unbreakable connection that will see them through the final battle. The final battle begins, and the team executes their plan with precision and courage. The creature is more formidable than ever, but the team holds their own, fighting with all their might. The battle is intense and dangerous, with each member facing their own challenges and obstacles. But their determination never wavers, and they push forward, driven by their mission to save the world. The team's plan begins to take effect, and the creature's power starts to wane. The end is in sight, and the team fights with renewed vigor, their victory within reach. The team's plan succeeds, and the salt bomb detonates, neutralizing the creature's nuclear energy and killing it. The victory comes at a cost, with the team facing losses and sacrifices. Sophie is injured in the final battle, her innovative solutions crucial in ensuring the success of their mission. But they have saved Halford and the world, their mission a success. The team is hailed as heroes, their story capturing global attention. They have faced unimaginable challenges and emerged victorious, their bond and determination stronger than ever. The team takes a moment to honor their fallen comrades, their sacrifice a testament to the team's courage and the power of their shared mission. In the aftermath of the battle, the team deals with the consequences of their actions. They face losses and sacrifices, but find solace in their victory and the knowledge that they have saved the world. Paul and Elena's romance continues to blossom, their love a beacon of hope and strength in the face of adversity. They support each other as they navigate the challenges of a post-battle world, their bond a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. The team is offered numerous opportunities and accolades, their story capturing the hearts and minds of people around the world. They begin to heal, their bond and shared experiences a source of strength and inspiration. The story concludes with Paul Johnson being sworn in as the President of the United States, symbolizing a new era of hope and unity. His leadership and heroism have inspired the nation and the world. His journey from scientist to leader is a testament to the power of courage and determination, and his presidency marks a new era of promise and progress. The remaining team members continue their work, inspired by their shared triumph and the promise of a better future. They face new challenges and adventures, their bond and determination driving them forward. The world is forever changed by their actions, and they are forever bound by their shared experiences and victories. The team looks to the future, their shared mission a testament to the power of unity, courage, and the indomitable human spirit.